Hello, Blitz fans of all ages, it's me, PlumCastle, and today we're going to be taking a look at an event that I didn't know was coming into the game until earlier today. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So if we come out to our garage like this, and then in the middle of all these different things that we have going on, you'll see a crate with a bunch of stuff next to it, and if we click on that, we can see the Luxury Lounge event. Now, this event has come out quite a few times, so if you've been in the game for, I would say, anything more than like 6 months, you've at least probably seen one similar event to this. So I don't really want to go through and go over every single calculation here. But what I want to do is show you some of the rewards, kind of point out which ones are going to be the best, and then do a few simple calculations to kind of help you along your way. First of all, starting with what the rewards are. First of all, Kampfpanzer 4. It's a very fun tank. I have it. I spent gold on it. I didn't get it in this event. It's a very fun tank. It's got some pretty decent medium tier 6 armor. Its reloads pretty quick. It's like 4 point something seconds. Its damage per minute, if we take a look here, is 2,000, which for a tier 6 medium is actually pretty decent. Overall, I would say that I really like this tank, and especially in fun modes. As well, on top of that, you will have the opportunity to get the it's the TIE Fighter camouflage. They just couldn't use that name, obviously. So this is what it looks like when you get that all decked out. It's, again, really, really cool. But anyway, there's actually a little bit more to this event than that. So, of course, on top of that, you get these deluxe limited edition containers. I'm going to come back to that one. That one's a little bit more complex. After that, though, we have this Soul Conductor. Very interesting name, I think. Yeah, this is the Halloween attachment that you could get for the last Halloween event. It's okay. It's not really something that I'd be particularly interested in. Of course, here we get the Bigfoot AWD Summer Edition Garage Gear. Man, that is a mouthful. Basically, it's just a garage item. It looks interesting. Unless you're wanting to 100% complete this event, I'm not sure you necessarily need this thing, but I don't know. Some people do like it. It is 7,000 diamonds though, so I'll talk about how to get diamonds in a second, but just so you know, 7,000 is very, very expensive. 5 10 times multipliers. You can get 2 of those in total, so pretty cool. I'll leave that up to you as to whether or not you personally think that's worth it. As well, there's a new profile background, so basically, in the past, you could get this profile background right here. Very rare and very cool, in my opinion. But it seems like Wargaming's shaking things up a bit. We're going to have this camouflage right here, which we can actually take a bit of a preview. In my personal opinion, it's not as fancy, but it still looks pretty cool. And of course, the expense of it, which we'll go over in a second, is going to make this probably a bit of a rarer profile background. Moving on past that, however, we get some camouflages. Honestly, that looks a little bit better than I thought it would. It's cool. I'm not sure it's necessarily you need this camouflage per se. I mean, if you like to put camouflage on stuff, it might totally be for you, but perhaps not everyone. And I'm not even really going to go through the bottom. It's just boosters. I mean, aside from the gold boosters, I guess. But yeah, not huge stuff. Anyway, now that I've gone through the rewards, let me explain how you can actually get said rewards. So basically, there are 2 kinds of currencies in this event. There are the diamonds, which are honestly the most important part, and then there's these, these gold bars or something? I don't know what Wargaming calls these things. Sometimes they're very, they're not exactly what you'd expect them to be, just ingots. Okay, but they're gold ingots. Anyway, so the way that you get the gold ingots is by winning, I believe. Let's just take a look here so I can make sure I'm speaking correctly here. So yes, you get them for victories. However, do note you do have a physical cap of 100. So 100 victories over the course of the week long that this event is. Theoretically you could probably hit that before too long. But yeah, you can have a limit of 100 victories, which does put a little bit of a cap. But as you can see, a lot of things here don't really require too many ingots, as that's not really the main currency. However, what is the main currency is the diamonds. Now, you get diamonds in exchange, or you can exchange them, but you get the diamonds by either exchanging, I should say, on the left-hand side. So you can see you can put in some boosters. Why you would trade gold boosters, I'm not entirely sure. But you can look through here. There's just a lot of different options. Credits, free XP. Credits is generally speaking the one you want to go with if you've got enough of those. But the other way to get diamonds and the way you can grind through this event to kind of help your credit bank account is by getting masteries. So getting an ace tanker will automatically get you 180 diamonds. Class 1 gets you 60 diamonds. Class 2 gets you 30 diamonds. Class 3 gets you 12 diamonds. So pretty cool stuff. Obviously, Class 3 is not going to give you the most, but either way, you're going to be able to grind through this event. And real quick, if you have it, the WT Ritter, you don't even need to do 3k damage to get a Class 1 in this thing. It is pretty funny. I have not played very well in it at all. However, I do have, probably like 3 Class 1s in it or something. Oh, 4 Class 1s. Anyway, a little bit of a tangent there, but if you have this tank, that could totally help with this event. Back to what I was saying, though. So, really, the main thing you're going to be doing here is exchanging your resources. You can grind for sure, but obviously something like 7,000 diamonds is not going to come very quickly when it comes to grinding. So I'm going to be going under the assumption that you're going to be trading, and I'm going to do a few very, very quick calculations here. So the Kampfpanzer 50T, I would definitely say that's a pretty good one to get. Deluxe limited edition container, which, real quick, let's take a look in here. I forgot to mention earlier. Basically, what's in here is the scepter, apparently, that's still in there. And there's a different garage item, in case you want the rarer one, I suppose, as well as another garage item. Either way, it's basically an easy-ish to get item in this event. You can just potentially get some cool stuff out of it, like gold and that kind of thing. Usually you don't get much out of them, but if you're not really into this event to spend a ton or to grind a ton, you can just get a couple of these and call it a day, and that is totally cool. And you can actually get sometimes get some interesting stuff. Anyway, let's do the calculations. So the Kampfpanzer 4. So let me bring up my calculator real quick. Here we go. And if we take a look at the Kampfpanzer, and I'm not even going to really calculate the ingots. I mean, you could just see how many wins you need there. But 2,500 diamonds. So let's see, 2,500. Now, if the way this works is you kind of have to work backwards. So if you look at a reward that you want, you have to take the number of diamonds. And then let's see over here. What do you... I'm only going to be doing a credit conversion, but you can do this for anything. So let's take a look here. The item for diamonds, for credits, you can get 50 of them. So let's divide this by 50. And then that's how many of those bundles that you're going to need. So you take this number that we have now, 50, and multiply that by the price of that collection of diamonds. So in that case, it is 5, that's 500,000. So 5, 1, 2, there we go, 500,000. That's going to be 25 million for the Kampfpanzer. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll be doing this calculation a few more times to kind of show you how it works. But yeah, 25 million, is that worth it for the Kampfpanzer? This might sound ridiculous, but I would say yes, because generally speaking, it's about 3,000 gold for the tank, 2,500 if you're lucky, or free if you were like me and you got it in that event or whatever. Either way, that said, 25 million credits, even though that sounds like an absolute ton, for a premium tank, considering it's technically free to play and you don't need to spend any gold, that is an acceptable number in my opinion. Yes, it is very high, but where else are you going to get a premium tank for credits? Let's take a look at the Deluxe Limited Edition container. I don't know why Limited Edition. There's literally an infinite amount of them, except we know you can get a maximum of... oh, there is no maximum on this. So, unlike everything else, this is the... unlike these. You can actually get these without spending ingots. So you can literally get these an infinite amount of times. That's pretty cool. So one of these is 300 diamonds, and again we have to divide by the 50, so dividing by 50, and that gives us 6, and then we multiply that by the 500,000. That is how many credits we need to spend to get 50 diamonds, and there you go, 3 million. So 3 million per box, it's honestly not too bad. I mean, generally speaking, credits for the most part are kind of expendable. You can kind of just burn those. Depending on the type of player you are, if you like to collect them, you can totally unload on these events and get a lot of stuff. So 3 million for the Deluxe Limited Edition container. For the sake of having fun, let's take a look at the Bigfoot AWD. I'm not even going to say the full name anymore. That's just too long. That truck right there. To get that, it was 7,000 diamonds, and we're going to, again, divide by the 50, which is for each bundle for credits, 50, and then we're going to multiply that by the 500,000 that it cost to get those 50, and there we go, 70 million. Now, unlike with the Kampfpanzer 40T, with the Kampfpanzer 4, I don't think that the Bigfoot AWD is worth 70 million credits, just in my personal opinion. Maybe it's worth it to you, but definitely not me. However, that said, we don't actually need to do another calculation for the Just Brilliant profile background, because as you can see here, it's literally the same as the Bigfoot AWD, so 70 million credits. Now, is that worth it? Still, technically, no, not really. However, it's weird, I am a fan of the rare profile backgrounds. I mean, obviously I have the other one, and it would be kind of funny if I had both of them. It would be total overkill. I'm still debating whether or not to do it. I have the credits to spend. I don't know why I clicked on that. I have the credits to spend, and I would still be left with, 47 million left over. Either way, let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see this happen, and you know what, let's just put a funny number on it. If this video gets 25 likes, I will get this profile background, guaranteed. I may get it anyway, even if the video doesn't reach that, but 25 will, make it so that I will get this. It'll just kind of give me a little bit of motivation. I just like to get these profile backgrounds for no particular reason, other than that I very, very occasionally do have enough credits to get them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And of course, if you don't have a ton of credits, there are so many other things that you can exchange here, things like boosters and such. So there are tons and tons of options, not to mention the fact that, like I said, you can technically grind your way through this event on a technicality. So yeah, there are so many options. So for example, I probably wouldn't even spend all of my credits. I'd probably unload a few of my boosters first. But anyway, that pretty much concludes the videos. A lot of interesting rewards. I would say, in terms of diversity, overall, this Luxury Lounge event is actually worth noting because it does have probably some a better premium tank for sure, and some new stuff. But anyway, with that, I hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.